How are you doing, everybody? This is Jonathan, your fitness business management expert, and in this video I'm going to go over my review of the CrossFit Level 1 Trainer course. It's not really a certification as they define it, but it will allow you to train as a CrossFit trainer. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos, my review of the certifications. I'm going to start with the CrossFit Level 1 because it just took it 2 days ago. It's fresh on my mind, and in case it's something that you're looking to go into, I can give you my experience on how I feel the program works. I'm going to go over a couple things. I'm going to go over cost. I'm going to go over the study process. I'm going to go over the testing process. I'm going to break down the efficacy of the program in 3 parts. Number 1, does it make you better at programming? Number 2, will it make you better at assessing form? And number 3, will it help to get you hired? So, let's start off with the cost of the program. Now, I often suggest with training certifications, because editions change very little from edition to edition. Let's say, for instance, the ACE, there's not that big of a difference between the 3rd and the 4th edition. You could study the 4th edition exam based on the 3rd edition study material. So you can purchase earlier editions and other certifications for pennies on the dollar. And instead of paying $400 for the ACE study material, you could pay like $45 by going on Amazon. If you want more information on that, check out the ACE certification review. Whereas with CrossFit, no matter what, for the Level 1 cert or the Level 1 training designation, you are going to pay $1,000 no matter how you slice it, unless you have some kind of a coupon code specifically from CrossFit. You are going to be paying $1,000, which is a little bit more than the rest of the certifications out there. But the difference is you're going to be doing it live, so you're actually going to be with the instructor as opposed to getting a bunch of study material, studying it, and then taking the exam at an off-site location. So that $1,000 is going to be a little bit more expensive than, let's say, an ACE or a NASM. Now, in terms of the study process, once you put your money down, and essentially they are pretty flexible with the payment options. You can pay you put $250 down, and then you have within 6 weeks of the start of the course to fill out your balance of $1,000. So they do have flexible options. You can go to CrossFit.com, check out the dates that they have available, and if you need more time, sign up for a certification that's further down the line in terms of the year. Now, in terms of the testing process, after you were to register for your certification course, you're going to be issued a PDF file, which is about 115 pages, and it's actually a pretty easy read. Although it's 115 pages, there are loads of graphs and pictures and videos. So I essentially got through the read in about 2 days, and I don't think that would be much of an issue for you. I do feel that the information is very useful, and they get directly to the point. There isn't much wasted information, like I found with other certifications where I felt like I was just reading stuff, where they put up information just to fill out the manual. I think pretty much everything that you're going to read in their study material is going to be important and gone over in the actual certification process. Now, in terms of the certification process, it's a 2-day process, 9 to 5, 8 hours a day. They're usually back-to-back, like a Saturday or a Sunday. And essentially, you're going to be paired up with affiliate owners. Affiliates are people that own CrossFit gyms, or people that probably work for CrossFit HQ, and they will be running the program. At my specific certification, there were 4 main CrossFit instructors and like 4 sub-level instructors. And so each of them presented a different area, and after they went over a specific exercise, there are 9 foundational exercises in CrossFit. The air squat, the front squat, the overhead squat, the push press, the overhead press, the push jerk, the deadlift, the sumo deadlift high pull, and the medicine ball clean. So essentially, they go over the exercises, the points of performance, the faults or the things that you'll see people do wrong, and then essentially break up into smaller groups, and you go over it physically. So you get to watch people that are in fairly good shape do it wrong. So you get to develop a keen eye on what to look for when you're demonstrating the exercise. You're also going to be working out during the certification process. And one, is to give you an idea of what the workout is like. I'm not going to tell you which workout I had to do, but it was fun. And two, you're going to do another workout to work on your coaching, and that's going to be a very important part of your training business, because if you're unable to adequately modify people's form or motivate people or learn how to give the proper physical and or verbal cues or visual cues actually, it's going to be very hard to keep your client. So that's one aspect of the training that you have to appreciate, because unlike a NASMR and ACE, if you're just taking the study material and studying at home and taking an exam, you never really go live until you're hired on the job. So there's going to be a lot of room for you to kind of mess up and kind of go like, oh, okay, well that's kind of right, so I'll let that go. And of course, if you have a keen eye on you once you get hired, you will be able to learn quicker. But it's always nice to have somebody, a higher level CrossFit, either affiliate owner or athlete who has gone far in CrossFit or has done well in business ownership give you their opinion. So you're kind of getting advice from the best of the best, even before you look for employment from a CrossFit affiliate. Now, in terms of the testing process, it's not all that hard. I mean, I haven't gotten my results yet. I feel pretty confident that I passed the test. But if you do fail the test, which is 50 questions, multiple choice, then you can retake the test for $150 instead of putting down another $1,000 to take the exam. And the good thing about it is, if you fail the test, you will be given a diagnostic email letting you know what you need to go over more of. But to be quite honest with you, if you're paying attention during the entire 2-day process, honestly, I almost feel that I could have not read the material. I don't want to say that, but all right, I'll say it since I started. The teaching is so thorough, and this is more of a kudos to the teacher, but the teaching was so thorough, I almost feel that I could have not read the material and still pass the exam. I guess we'll see how I do once I get my results. But it's that thorough, and that's, I guess, a positive, in that you don't necessarily have to be a bookworm, because if you're more of a visual and auditory learner as opposed to just a reader, this program or this certification may be good for you. The exam, like I said, is 50 questions long, multiple choice. I think you get an hour or two to take the exam. You probably won't need it all. And the other good thing about it is you're going to be taking with a bunch of other people, so they do a fairly good job at building community in the process of teaching you about the 9 foundational movements, their nutrition recommendations, and the licensing aspect of CrossFit. Now, let's go over the efficacy of the program. Now, in terms of, does the program help you to program better? Does it help you to build workouts better? Yes, because their system is actually it's written out pretty well, whereas the periodization of, and I'll only compare it to ACE because that's the last certification that I got about a month ago that I recertified for. Their program is pretty cut and dry in that you'll have a single modality, a couplet, and then a triplet. And if you're doing 3 days on, 1 day off, then it's based on. You also have your weightlifting exercises, your body weight exercises, and your cardio exercises. So they mix it up in a certain kind of way, and that's going to be on your study material, and they go over it in class. They mix it up so it's really kind of hard to put together a bad workout. I mean, obviously, when you just start, if you don't have a keen understanding of what muscles you should be working, you could put together workouts that are, that don't really make as much sense because you don't want to burn out your clients. But they go over that pretty thoroughly in the lectures, and there's an actual chart that you follow. And given that CrossFit's specialty is, or CrossFit's thing is, you don't really have a specialty, the fact that you're mixing it up a lot just helps you to be creative. And almost spontaneous with your workouts. You're not completely random, but you're being constantly changing, and that's what CrossFit stands for. In addition to that, and that's kind of more in line with what I do anyway, since I have a boot camp. So we don't have leg days, we don't have back days, and we don't have all 5x5s or all Waterbury 10x3s. It's constantly variable. It's constantly changing exercises. So their breakdown in terms of how to program, I think, is going to be very helpful for somebody that's completely new to the whole CrossFit or training world. There are some exercises that the MedBall Clean will essentially teach you the mechanics of a regular weightlifting clean, but you really only have 2 days, and you can't teach the weightlifting clean completely. So they're not going to go over every exercise that there is or that you can do in CrossFit, because CrossFit includes everything. So I always suggest that you never just get a certification and try to go out on your own. You're going to end up working at an affiliate, having somebody over you, and it's your job to continually read the CrossFit journals or pursue extra certifications in things that you want to specialize in. If owning your own affiliate or having your own CrossFit business is something that you want to do later down the line. Now, in terms of, as we were talking in Efficacy, does the program help you to spot better and to train and modify better? I'd say that the way that they do this program, given the fact that you break up into small groups and you painstakingly go over every single thing that can go wrong with form, at least with the 9 foundational exercises that they go over, it's going to be very hard for you to walk out, unless you're not paying attention, and not be able to spot a good squat or spot a good push press or good deadlift, because they spend a lot of time, and you're going to be doing a lot of squats. You will be sweating, you will be working. So it's going to be very hard for you to walk out and not be very, very efficient at spotting those 9 foundational movements. And to be quite honest with you, if you have a lot of new people coming in, because sometimes people just say, all right, look at Rich Froning, oh, he's got a great build. Or look at Camille LeBlanc, and she has a great body. I want to do CrossFit because I want to look like them. So people aren't going to be coming in, thinking, all right, well, I'm ready to do a snatch and a clean. They're going to have to start off with the foundational movements anyway. And if you're relatively new, I would assume that if I were an affiliate owner and I had somebody that just finished their CrossFit Level 1 cert, they'd be running my foundation classes only and taking my regular classes until they've established some mastery of the Olympic lifts and the gymnastic exercises such as the muscle ups and or L-sits and or walking handstands, before I actually let them run a full WADA on their own. So you're going to be prepared to run a foundational class and to help people that are starting at the very bottom to get the core movements down. And that's going to be very important because I can't tell you how often I see people with poor mechanics just try to jump on the bar, and then they end up hurting themselves because they never got the squat right or they never got the deadlift aspects right. So the CrossFit will help to build you, all right, and it will help you to be a good spotter. And as long as you stay dedicated to your craft and listen to your affiliate owner, I think you'll do very well in terms of spotting form, at least with the 9 foundational, and down the line, the Olympic lifts and the more complex gymnastic movements. Now, final question, one of the most important questions that people are going to ask about this cert: is it worth it to get me hired? I'll tell you like this. I own a couple of boot camps, and if I had somebody that came in and they said that all they had was they were just a CrossFit Level 1 cert or a CrossFit Level 1 trainer, they had no other certifications, I personally would hire them. Because based on what I've seen and based on what I've done with that program, I feel that gives you enough of a base that you should get hired. The only thing is that with the CrossFit Level 1 trainer designation, it doesn't necessarily allow you to go out and do training on your own. You essentially have to be training at an affiliate if you're doing everything legally. All right, and from what I see and from what I understand, and granted, I've only been doing CrossFit for a couple of months as an athlete, but I think affiliates tend to hire from within. they'll have an athlete, that's been doing their CrossFit for a while, and they'll essentially promote them. So I'm not sure if affiliates tend to actively look for CrossFit Level 1 trainers off the street, because CrossFit is very community based, it's very family based, so I think you're more likely to see people hired from within. But if I was a PT director, my buddy's a PT director, he took the course with me. If I were a PT director at that old gym that I used to work at, and somebody came up to me and they said, I want to be a personal trainer, I have a CrossFit Level 1 cert, I would definitely hire them. It's just that they can't run something that they call CrossFit training. Like they can't brand their training as CrossFit training at your gym. That's one of the limitations of the CrossFit Level 1 trainer designation. In order to run CrossFit workouts and advertise them as such, you would need to purchase a license from CrossFit to operate as an affiliate. You notice how different CrossFit boxes or gyms have different names. Mine is CrossFit Steam, they have Gorilla CrossFit, they have Meadowlands CrossFit, not too far from me, Animal CrossFit. So you essentially purchase a license and then you're able to run your workout. So you essentially become a business owner. If you wanted to run inside of a gym or sublease, in addition to your CrossFit Level 1 trainer's designation, you'd have to contact CrossFit, fill out an application form, purchase a license, which I think is about $3,000 a year, and then you can brand your training as CrossFit training. You can run CrossFit workouts. You can call it CrossFit. Otherwise, you're kind of operating outside of the confines of the terms that you agree to, which you generally don't want to do because you don't want to get sued and you don't want to get anybody hurt, and you want to play by the rules. But do I think it'll prepare you to be a trainer? Yes. Do I think you should get your CrossFit Level 1 cert and then just go to the park and then start training people one-on-one? I think you're going to be much better off operating out of an affiliate. And if you're looking to do a CrossFit Level 1 cert, you have to have done CrossFit before. So then I would say attain your CrossFit Level 1 designation, go to the affiliate owner, and then see if they can't hire you, if you can at least intern. And then that way, once a job opens up at their box, or if a job opens up in another box, it's really just about networking, keeping the lines of communication open, and really just fitting into the community. Because I basically stick with my box because of the people that are in it. And I think the trainers do a great job in putting together good and effective WODs. Like if I had to write out my workouts, I don't think they'd be very much different than the ones that the affiliate owners put together. So cost a little bit higher than your general cert, but in terms of the actual teaching process, you're actually going to get more one-on-one time. You'll get more interactive work, and it will be live. In terms of testing, the test is not hard as long as you read the material, you pay attention. Like really, it's really not that hard, and they do a great job of preparing you. And last but not least, efficacy. Yes, you will be excellent at spotting faults in the non-foundational movements. You will have to do extra work to get better at the gymnastic stuff and the weightlifting stuff. Luckily, I have friends in both arenas that actually help me to become better. So that in the end, if I want to become an affiliate owner, I have all that under my belt. Will it get you hired? I think it makes you a very attractive trainer. I'm almost inclined to say that. Well, yeah, I would probably, if I had let's say an ACE trainer and a CrossFit Level 1 trainer, 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. I think because they can't brand their training as CrossFit training, you may have to explain to the CrossFit trainer what they can and what they cannot do, what they can and what they cannot say. They can put it in their bio, they can put it in their business card, but they can't put it in their marketing essentially as CrossFit Level 1 training until they get an affiliate. So you just have to explain to your PT director, if you're going to go with a traditional box gym, what you can and what you cannot do. But I think it makes you as attractive as an employee as any of these nationally accredited certifications. And will it help you to build good programs? I think so, because it's really constantly varied, functional movements at high intensity. I know the people that ran the program are probably going to watch this somewhere along the line, and if I got that wrong, they'd kick my butt. So I think I got it right. That's what CrossFit is, and given their formula for creating constantly variable workouts, it'd be very hard for you not to be able to put together a constantly variable workout as defined by CrossFit. You just may need a little bit more time if you're looking to implement the more complex gymnastic movements and the heavyweight weightlifting movements. But that's only going to come through experience, and you should be getting that because you should be with an affiliate for some time before you pursue that certification. So, my name is Jonathan. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember to like this video, comment on this video, and add this to your favorites. If you find this information to be of special usefulness to you, I will routinely change the location or title of the video based on search engine optimization. So if you always want access to this content, add this to your favorites. If you're on the Facebook, share this video. If you're on Twitter, retweet this video, because there are a lot of other trainers out there that would not have access to this information if it wasn't for your help. So you're getting this information for free. If you find this to be of a special use, don't try to pay it back, pay it forward. And finally, if you just happen to stumble upon this video, subscribe to this channel, as this channel is dedicated toward helping regular people become personal trainers, helping personal trainers become better personal trainers or boot camp owners, and helping really good personal trainers and boot camp owners become better boot camp owners and better business owners. So subscribe to this channel, and I promise that I will do my best to hold your attention. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, private message me on the Facebook, private message me on YouTube, or comment below. Remember to eat healthy, hydrate, drive safe, stress levels low, get rest, don't slap anybody. Love your clients, they will love you back. I will see you all tomorrow or the next day, and you have a good one.